It's Saturday night, and we're about to discover who's got stars in their eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly.
To Stars in Their Eyes, where once again 5 more star guests will be stepping through those famous doors to fulfil their showbiz dreams. Let's face it, we've all had stars in our eyes at some time or other, haven't we? We've imagined ourselves as some great showbiz celebrity, attracting the attention of the world's media wherever we go, sharing the limelight with the likes of Tom Cruise, Liz Taylor, Richard and Judy, Jimmy Cranky. And so tonight, ordinary people with extraordinary talents will recreate the sound of singing stars from past and present, as if you didn't know. They'll be big names, but hey, this is a big show. So let's meet star guest number 1, who's always had designs on being a musical entertainer.
My name is Gwyn Allen. I'm 35 years old and I live in Richmond in Surrey.
This is a new era that
I'm married to Mariam, she's 34. And my boys, we've got 2 boys, 9 and 10, and they're Nathan and Sean.
quite a large area.
I qualified as an interior designer about 8 years ago, and I'm doing this particular project, which is in Hanworth. I first started singing at church, and I loved it so much. I'd sometimes take my guitar on the train to work, and I would sing, and people would really enjoy it, and I'd get a kick out of that. I didn't actually apply for Stars in Their Eyes. It was my friend Stanley who had a tape of me singing. He sent it in with an application, and then he just rang me up, and he was very excited, saying, I've got you Stars in Their Eyes. And I couldn't understand how and when and whatever, but I got excited about it too, and here I am.
Let's all raise our cans to Gwyn Allen. So, Gwyn, this interior design business, do you find people know what they want?
Well, the women know what they want, but the guys know what they don't want.
As in life, really.
Exactly.
Now, you sing everywhere, don't you?
Anywhere and everywhere, for free.
For free? Now, is it true that you sing on the tube?
Yes, I have. On the way to work, sometimes I'll just take my guitar and I'll walk into the train. Hello, everybody. This is the free entertainment. Relax and enjoy.
And how do people react to you? Because I know what I do. I just move away. I think, why do I always get the nutter? You know.
Well, because it's free, people sort of like look up. They think you're not really there. But then they get into it eventually.
You're a very big fan of the person that you're going to be tonight.
Yep.
So what is it you like about this performer?
Well, this performer, he's an all-round performer. He does everything. Everybody loves him. And to me, he's the greatest.
Tell us who you're going to be, Gwyn.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong, the doors are yours, Gwyn. In tribute to the legendary Satchmo, tonight, singing live, Gwyn Allen is Louis Armstrong.
We have all the time in the world, time enough for life to unfold all the precious things love has in store. We have all the love in the world. If that's all we have, you will find we need nothing more. Every step of the way will find us far behind us. We have all the time in the world just for love, nothing more, nothing less, only love. Every step of the way will find us with the cares of the world far behind us. Yes, we have all the time in the world just for love, nothing more, nothing less, only love. Only love.
Sensational. Sensational.
Thank you.
I'll say it again. Sensational.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, Gwyn. After this, they'll be queuing up to sit next to you on the tube.
Oh dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gwyn Allen as Louis Armstrong. Well, Louis Armstrong might have had all the time in the world, but we've only got about 35 minutes, so let's smarten ourselves up as we go and meet star guest number 2.
My name's Steve Edward, I'm 21. I live with my parents in Scunthorpe, and we've got 2 cats, one who's just had 8 kittens, and they're just getting everywhere. I work for Gala Bingo as a supervisor of the Bar and Diner. I do call quite often. It is good fun most of the time, unless you call a number wrong, get lynched outside by angry ladies waving the brollies at you, but most of the time it's a giggle. 2 years ago I used to work for an accountant. I don't know how I lasted there at all, but this is far better than accountancy. I've been told many times that I look like this person and that I sounded like him, and I decided I'd perform a song in the style of this person, and it just worked. People sort of standing up, clapping, cheering, and I thought, I might be onto something here. Friends have always said, put a mic in my hand and I'll entertain. This is my chance to entertain millions.
All the fours, let's have applause for Steve Edward. Steve, I know you do a lot of karaoke, and there's no messing about with you Scunthorpe people.
No, I used to go to a karaoke in a local pub in Scunthorpe on a Sunday night, and it was the same pub that Robert Lamberti, who did George Michael on this show, and Sonia Robinson, who did Karen Carpenter, used to go to, and we all used to be in there doing the characters.
So you're the 3rd representative of Scunthorpe?
From the same pub, yeah.
If you weren't doing bingo in Scunthorpe, and I can't think why you wouldn't want to do that, what would you rather do?
I'd love to be in show business, acting, singing. I'd really love to duet with Boy George. I think he's fantastic.
You don't sing like Boy George, and you're not going to be Boy George, obviously. No. But when was the first time that you did this impression?
It was quite bizarre, really. It was about 3 years ago. We did a charity pub crawl, and I was dressed up as this person handcuffed to a 6'4" nun walking the streets of Scunthorpe, which got a few strange looks. Don't know why.
Well, your private life's your own affair, Steve,
Yes.
I think, frankly. Now, the person that you're going to be is not really a singer, is he?
No, he's known as a comedian, very well known as a comedian.
And do you admire this person?
Oh, yeah. He's not afraid to say anything. It does backfire sometimes, but he says it anyway.
Tell us who you're going to be, Steve.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Julian Clary.
Julian Clary, what can I say? give him a warm hand because tonight, singing live, Steve Edward is Julian Clary.
Is he really going out with him?
There he is. Let's ask him. Julian, is that Jimmy's ring you're wearing?
No, it's not. It's my ring.
Gee, it must be great riding with him.
Is he picking you up after school today?
No, I don't go to school anymore. I'm 28 now.
By the way, where'd you meet him?
I met him at the candy store. He turned around and smiled at me. You get the picture? That's when I fell for the leader of the pack. Vroom, vroom. My folks were always putting him down.
Down, down.
They told me he came from the wrong side of town.
Do you believe that they say that he came from the wrong side of town?
Well, what's the right side? They told me he was bad. But I knew that he was just sad. I knew because that's why I fell for the leader of the pack. One day my dad said, find somebody new. And so I had to tell my Jimmy that it was all over, that we were through. He stood there and he asked me why, but all I could do was cry. But I'll never forget him, the leader of the pack. Ah, yes. He looked rather sad as he stood there on that rainy night. It was raining, and as he drove away, the tears were beginning to show in his either tears or it was rain, one or the other. And I begged him to drive carefully, what were the weather conditions, but whether or not he heard me, I don't think I'll ever know. Watch out for that great big lorry, Jimmy. Oh, too late. Well, I felt so helpless. What could I do? Nothing. Just remember all the good things we've been through.
After all those things we've been
All three of them. At school they all stop and stare. Probably because I'm far too old to be there. But I will never forget him, the leader of the pack. He was the leader of the pack, but now he's gone. That's the long and the short of it, really. He was the leader of the pack, but now he's gone. I'll put it another way. He is no more the leader of the pack. This man's gone. It's no longer true to say he is the leader of the pack, because he is no more. But I will never forget him, the leader of the pack.
I know. That was astonishing. Astonishing. And I think it's lovely that you've worn something wiped down as well. Well done, Steve. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Edward as Julian Clary. So we bid a fond farewell to Julian and extend a warm welcome to star guest number 3, a young woman who extends warm welcomes for a living.
My name's Lisa Hobman. I'm 24 years old and I come from Pontefract in West Yorkshire. I live with my husband Richard. We've been married for nearly 3 years now.
Hello, it's Lisa at the Turnpike.
We decided that dogs were probably a safer bet than children, so we have 3 at the moment. And I've had strict orders not to look around and find any more. I'm a lead receptionist for a Travel Inn. I get to meet lots of different people from lots of different countries. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it.
Yes, I have a double room available.
It was my dad that first discovered me. I was singing along to a record in my bedroom, and he managed to convince me to come downstairs and said to Mum, listen to this, Lisa can sing.
TV's just behind me.
If I was going to dedicate my performance tonight to anybody in particular, it would definitely be my dad. He's brilliant.
Let's give her a reception to remember. Lisa Hobman. He's a very supportive man, your dad, isn't he?
He is, yes.
Yeah.
Very.
In fact, he supported you all the way through your wedding, didn't he?
Yeah. The church where we got married was quite an old church, and when me and Richard were standing at the altar, we were lovingly saying our vows, and we were just totally unaware that behind us the roof of the church had started to leak, and the whole congregation had to be moved from one side over to the other.
Well, you're doing I do, they're all traipsing around the church. That's nice and all, bless your dad. He's a good sort, isn't he? Have you always wanted to be a singer?
I have, yes, ever since I was at school.
Did they let you sing at school?
No.
Why?
No. Well, apparently I had a very loud voice. I had, like, the loudest voice at school, and so instead of being chosen to sing, I was always chosen to stand and read.
Well, you need a loud voice to be the person that you're going to be tonight, but you needed something else, a special skill that you learned.
Yes, the person I'm going to be tonight plays the harmonica, and I actually learned to play the part that I'm playing in a week.
In just 1 week?
In a week.
Well, you've got the voice, you've got the harmonica. Tell us who you're going to be.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette, we should have known! Dedicated to her dad, tonight, singing live, Lisa Hobman is Alanis Morissette!
I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy, yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. I feel drunk, but I'm sober. I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired, but I'm working, yeah. I care, but I'm restless. I'm here, but I'm really gone. I'm wrong and I'm sorry, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be quite alright. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is flicking a cigarette. I'm free, but I'm focused. I'm green, but I'm wise. I'm hard, but I'm friendly, baby. I'm sad, but I'm laughing. I'm brave, but I'm chicken. I'm sick, but I'm pretty, baby. And what it all comes down to is that no one's really got it figured out just yet. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is playing the piano. And what it all comes down to, my friends, yeah, is that everything is just fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is heading a taxi cab.
Well, no wonder your dad supports you. You're an absolute natural, even with the harmonica as well. Just the 1 week, was it? You sure?
Yep.
It was just fantastic. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Hobman as Alanis Morissette. As Alanis saunters off with her hand in her pocket, we're going to sidle off for a commercial break. We'll be back in part 2 to greet 2 more star guests with all hands at the ready. I'll see you then. Welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes, the show that delivers. And just to prove the point, our next star guest is a postman. His name's not Pat, and he doesn't have a black and white cat, but he does have a red and white bike.
My name's Francis White. I'm 33 years old. I live and I work in Maidenhead, which is in Berkshire. I've been married for 8 years now. My wife's name's Leslie, and like me, she also works for the Royal Mail. I'm not as quick as what the regular postmen are who've been doing this job for a number of years. And the estate I do is called Lower Brook, so they tend to call me the Slow Brook Flyer. I think it'll come as a bit of a surprise to a lot of the people who I regularly deliver the mail to see their postman on Stars in Their Eyes. The guy I'm going to be tonight is a very flamboyant character. He's one of the big magnets in the world of rock. What I'm looking forward to when I come through them doors is to really come out there and hopefully rock the socks off the audience.
Hold on to your socks. It's Francis White. So, are there advantages to being a postman?
Yes, there is, Matthew. You know, it's an early start, so it's an early finish.
And you get lots of exercise, frankly.
Yes, you keep fit, that's for sure.
You've not always been a postman, though, have you?
No, I started off, I was a bin man.
Oh, yeah? Didn't you have some pretty famous clientele?
I did indeed, yes. One of them was a very famous rock guitarist and singer-writer, Mr. Chris Rea. And I always remember the very first time I met him. I went into this house and there was this guy, he's really scruffy, and I thought he was a builder, you know. And I said to him, blimey, they're enough having some work done on this place, aren't they, mate? So I went on and I said to him, I goes, well, whoever's bought this place, they must be sort of pretty mega rich, like, you know, to spend this sort of thing. And he went, oh, I suppose you could say that. 2 weeks later, I saw him on top of the pops. I thought, oh!
You're a bit of a rocker yourself, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you are going to rock our socks off today because the person that you're going to be is something of a rocker.
Yeah.
And when was he big?
Well, he was enormous in the 60s and 70s and
80s
even
and
now.
90s, yeah.
Even now, yeah.
Tell us who you're going to be, Francis.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger, the rock and rolling stone. It's guaranteed satisfaction because tonight, singing live, Francis White is Mick Jagger. I didn't think you could pull it off, but, you know, you even look like him. It's amazing. I bet even now, Chris Rea is looking in and going, yeah, that's that scruffy geezer that used to do my bins. Ladies and gentlemen, Francis White as Mick Jagger! And so, from the extroverted gyrations of Mick Jagger to the more demure and refined charms of star guest number 5, who's getting ready for the walk through those famous doors.
My name is Camilla Hohtaniemi and I'm 26 years old. And I was born in Sweden, but most of my life I've lived in Finland. And my last 4 years I've been living here in London. I have a twin sister, Mia, and she actually came to London before me. And I missed her so much, so she's the reason why I also came over here. I now work for a company called Connect Voice Messaging in Islington, and I work as a service desk operator. It was my sister Mia who actually applied for me and sent off a tape. She told me that it was going to be a present for Mother's Day, so I got a bit suspicious, but I'll give it a go, and I'm really glad I did. It means a lot to me to be on the show and also to my parents back at home. I've only been speaking English for 4 years properly, so I'm probably going to be quite nervous when I meet Matthew, but I've heard that he's a really nice guy.
Of course I am in any language. Please welcome Camilla Hohtaniemi. Camilla, Hohtaniemi, what's that mean?
It does actually mean the burnt ground on a peninsula.
So you're Camilla Burnt Peninsula, really,
yes.
Aren't you? Lovely. It's very romantic. The Finnish language is incredibly difficult, isn't it?
It is.
Just speak a little to me.
Nimeni on Camilla Hohtaniemi, olen 26-vuotias.
Oh, yeah. And what does that mean?
My name is Camilla Hohtaniemi and I'm 26 years old.
Lovely. You speak fantastic English, and it's
Thank
only
you.
been 4 years that you've been here. So do you speak English naturally now? Do you kind of...
Not really. If I don't think, I end up speaking Finnish.
Oh, so like if you're with your boyfriend and you're just not thinking anything?
Yeah, first thing in the morning, actually, if I don't think about anything, I just speak Finnish to him.
Does he understand any of it?
Very little.
I should keep it that way, frankly, first thing in the morning, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Now, the person that you're going to be tonight is, in fact, a Scandinavian origin. She's a Swedish person.
Yes.
And the song that you're going to sing came from the film Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
So you're going to be Roy Orbison. No. Tell us who you're going to be.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Marie Frederickson of Roxette.
Marie Frederickson of that famous Euro duo. She's flying the flag for Finland, and tonight, singing live, Camilla Hohtaniemi is Marie Frederickson.
Air of silence in the bedroom and all around. Touch me now. I close my eyes and dream away. Must have been love, but it's over now. Must have been good, but I lost it. Must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time had run out. Make believing we're together, that I'm sheltered by your heart, but in and outside I turn to water. Like a teardrop in your palm, and it's a hard winter's day. I dream away. Must have been love, but it's over now. If it's all that I want, now leaving without. Must have been love, but it's over now. It's where the water flows. It's where the wind blows. Must have been love, but it's over now. Must have been good, but I lost it somehow. Must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time had run out. Yeah, must have been love.
Fantastic. Do you know, it always astonishes me that such a powerful voice can come out of such a slight frame. There's nothing of you. You know, I worry. Is there anything you'd like to say about how you feel to our Finnish friends out there?
Uskomaton tunne.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Camilla Hutaniemi as Marie Frederickson. So Marie's departure brings us to that all-important part of the show where our studio audience will decide who'll go through to the live final. And as ever, that'll be the time when you at home will choose the successor to last year's series winner, Marty Pellow. But right now, in the studio, it's fingers poised, ready to vote. Who will it be tonight? Will it be Louis Armstrong, Julian Clary, Alanis Morissette, Mick Jagger, or Marie Frederickson? There they are, all of a tremble. Their fate in your hands. Studio audience, cast your votes now. And the winner is Louis Armstrong. Didn't I tell you that anchor would come in handy? And you know, it was such a hard job tonight as well. What a nice bunch of people you all are.
What do I say?
You don't have to say anything. I'll yak her on till you're ready. How are you feeling? All right?
I think so.
Are you happy with the decision?
Yes.
I'm sure. You don't want to beat up Stanley, do you?
Yes, I will.
We can do that later, don't we? Yeah. I'm very pleased for you, particularly as the standard was so high.
Thank you.
And what a nice group of people as well. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, the studio audience has decided that Gwyn shall don the coveted cloak of victory. I'll be back next week to present 5 more harmonious hopefuls. Till then, I'll leave you with the scintillating sounds of Gwyn Allen singing once more as Louis Armstrong. Good night.
The time in the world, time enough for life to unfold all the precious things love has in store. We have all the love in the world. If that's all we have, you will find we need nothing more. every step of the way will find us.
If you'd like to appear on Stars in Their Eyes, please call 0990 66 55 44. Who knows, our famous doors could open for you.
We have all the time in the world just for love, nothing more, nothing less, only love.